KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. Also, iHeartRadio, iHeart.com, couple internet radio networks that, I fail to mention all the time. I'm Gary Garver. How are you? It's a Thursday morning. Yes, we are live. You're not on mic yet, okay? So I got the thrill seekers in here, but before I put them on mic, I want to just do a couple things. Is that okay, guys? Oh, there goes I was going to say, it's Facebook Live Thursday, so we got questions. Somebody said they liked the painted wall here in the studio. Yes, my ex-whore did that for me. I'm not going to whore. She's a whore. She does. Whore's a whore. What are you going to do? It is, just saying, very creative. She was a creative whore. She's a very creative whore.
She was nice.
Aren't more, what?
Aren't all whores nice?
I don't know. Well, if you pay them, they are. If you pay them, they are. All right, listen, I'm Gary Garver. How are you? Hey, before I get to thrill seekers and stuff like that, I just want to play one audio tape of an interview I did many, many years ago. I haven't played this on the air before, so I figured I'm going to start the show off like this. It's Alex Trebek. Alex Trebek from Jeopardy. He's always asking people questions. Well, I asked him a question. I just came across this about 15 minutes ago, so I figured I'd play it. Here we go.
Alex, how are you, man? Fine. I love your show. Hey, listen. Name. No. I want two questions.
Pushing it, aren't you? You're pushing it.
That's why I ask you two questions. Name the person that's asking this question.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Gary Garver.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Hello, Gary.
How are you?
I'm well.
Hey, how long have you been hosting Jeopardy for now?
31 years.
Wow. Did they pay you good money?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How long do you think this is going to be? How long did the other, what was the other cat's name that hosted it?
Don Pardo.
Art Fleming.
Art Fleming.
I hosted it for 10
That's
years,
right.
and I've done it for 31. So I think the show is going to last a long time.
It's unbelievable, man. It's fantastic. And name where you're at right now.
I'm at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, once owned by my former boss, Merv Griffin.
Man.
Oh my.
Good. Yeah, I did. All right, thanks, Art.
All right, there you go. I just figured to play that one. Merv Griffin.
Denny Terrio would be his new boss now, wouldn't it?
Who?
Wasn't that Merv Griffin's lover?
I don't know, man. Was Merv Griffin
fever.
Was Merv Griffin gay?
Yeah, man.
I know he was. I'm just joking.
You know he was.
I know he was. In fact, there's some rumors about somebody that's in the radio business that hooked up with him, and that's how he got his become a star, a major star. Who,
Merv Griffin?
No, the dude that hooked. There's a radio guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not going to name his name because I could get sued for it.
Is his name Howard?
No, it's not Howard. But there's a famous radio guy, allegedly through the radio grapevine. I've been in radio for 30 years. Supposedly he got his start like doing things to Merv Griffin, and Merv launched his career, and he's a mega star, but I can't name his name. I'm not even going to name
under
initials.
Under the table things, or
who knows what he did? But I know he did some sexual things to Merv Griffin. It's just allegedly. Oh my, yes, oh my, yes. It was the Kevin Spacey. He did the Kevin Spacey. Yeah, that's the next thing. By the way, I just want to say one thing, and I'll ask you guys about this. I guess Kevin Spacey is being criminally charged with sexual assault.
It's about time.
On some kid in Massachusetts. But the bottom line is, and the kid I guess was drinking with Kevin Spacey at the bar. He told him he was 23 when he was only 18. And I guess Spacey met him, and they were drinking, and supposedly Spacey unbuckled the kid's pants and then started rubbing his
at the bar?
Yeah, started rubbing his main thing for like 3 minutes. Now let me ask you something, okay?
That's 2 minutes too long.
That's 2 minutes and 59 seconds, 0.99 seconds too long. If the guy even touched me for a millisecond, I'd be knocking his ass out. So I mean, that's a little crazy. He's sitting there for 3 minits, and then he's Snapchatting with his girlfriend or texting her or something like that.
Did he even know his name?
What? No, what?
Did he even know his name?
Oh, I'm sure they knew his name or whatever. But yeah, that went down. Give me a break, man. I mean, I know Kevin Spacey's a weirdo and a freak, but you don't sit there for 3 minutes if you're a straight dude having some guy unbuckle your pants. Even if he's unbuckled your pants, that'd be step one. Like,
even if you're a crooked dude.
Even if he touched me there. Yeah, I mean, that's weird. You know what I mean? So anyways, all right. Hey, listen, I'm here with a good friend of mine, Joaquin Revuelta.
Yay.
How are you, Joaquin?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good. So you brought some of your bandmates in. You're in a new band. You're in the Bullet Boys, and you've been in a ton of things. But
I was
now
in Kiss for a while.
you're in Kiss, my ass.
Oh,
All right.
nobody knows.
All right. Sure you were. Sure you were.
I was the Catman.
Yeah, you're the freak in the Kiss. You're the roadie, right? Like, getting the girl for him.
I was like the Godzuki to Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Remember Godzuki?
Godzuki. No.
Godzilla's nephew.
Oh no, Godzuki.
Yeah, instead of blowing a fire, he'd be like, it was a ring of smoke.
Really?
It's a puff of smoke.
All right, I don't know
Anyway,
about that.
all
That sounds dumb. All right, so tell us about. So you're in a new band called the Thrill Seekers.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you brought a couple of your mates here.
Yeah. These guys I met at the same softball league that you and I were in.
Are you kidding? The softball league. It was a really crappy game with a bunch of rock stars that bitched and moaned about it playing the softball game. They took their crap so serious. I mean, that softball game was so stupid. I played in, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 of the games. I don't remember you guys. Do you guys remember playing?
No,
they
came in. They came in. They were the crew afterward. But
yeah. Well, anyways, those guys. I mean, the reason I stopped playing softball is because these guys would make up their own stupid rules. They would get into fights and arguments about playing softball on Saturday. I'd sit there with a beer in my hand in the outfield or whatever. I'm like, what are these guys yelling at? And then some guy, and I used to be an all-star ball player when I was a kid. I was on the all-star team maybe 5-6 years in a row. So I played ball and blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't go out there and play softball for serious on a Saturday afternoon. You know, you're there having a beer, playing some softball, getting some fresh air. And these guys are like screaming at each other and yelling at each other. And one dude, I forget, what was that tall dude that always wore the hat, that douche?
Oh, yeah. We don't want to name names.
Oh, well, yeah. I would like to name his name. What is his name?
He's probably listening right now.
He's a total douchebag. If he's I remember there was a ball that was dropping in front of me. And, you know, I was a pretty good player, you know.
Yeah,
remember that? Yeah, I was a good player. And he's like, hey, man, run after the ball. I'm like, hey, shut up. You know, yeah, that was it. It was like ridiculous.
It was like the Bad News Bears, but like grown up.
Oh, they would make up their stupid ass rules. Why? I mean, literally, they had rules before the game, during the game. They'd be screaming. I'm like, it's Saturday. It's a friggin' softball game.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, it was.
Lighten up,
man. Lighten up. Anyways, we got Davey Gasper, right?
Yeah, Dave Gasper.
Dave Gasper and Craig Penny here. How you guys doing?
Good.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming down today. So tell us a little about what's going on with the band. I mean, what kind of go ahead. You can do the interview, Joaquin. I want to kick back.
Okay, well, a friend of mine that was part of the softball thing we were just talking about was playing me some music one day, and I looked at him and I said, "What is this that we're listening to?" And he says, "Oh, this is Davey Gasper's band." And I'm like, "He has a band? What does he do?" He plays guitar, and I'm like, and he wrote these songs, and I'm like, "Play me another song, and another, and the songs were really good." And the singing was interesting because it had a lot of character to it. Kind of like when you hear Van Halen with David Lee Roth, there's a character to the singing.
Right.
And so this had, it's a characteristic to it, and unlike anything I hadn't heard in a long time, so I thought it was pretty cool. And the rest is history. I was,
So how long you guys been doing the band?
It started off almost 5 years ago, I think.
5 years ago?
Yeah, I started it off myself doing demos and stuff like that, and I heard Craig doing a jam night somewhere, and so
what do you play? Are you sing?
Lead guitar.
Are you lead guitar?
Yeah, and I sing.
How about you, Craig?
Lead vocals.
Lead vocals?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. So lead guitar, lead vocals, and you drum, of course.
I do whatever I can do.
Well, you're a drummer, right? Or you Godzuka over there?
Godzuki.
You're Godzuki, whatever the hell it is.
With the puff of smoke.
All right, so you guys, how long have you and Craig been together?
About 5 years now.
Yeah, well, we first met it's been, gosh, time flies. It's been 8 years now.
8 years? Wow, that's a long
about
time.
7-8 years. But then we started recording started doing the initial recordings, it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we had some breaks in between. I moved to New York City for a little while and then came back.
As most relationships do.
Yeah, break up and come back and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not with me with chicks. When I break up with a chick, it's done. You know what I mean? But sometimes with friends it changes. But all right, cool, man. Well, listen, we're gonna play some of your music, and it's called Thrill Seekers. The band's called Thrill Seekers. Do you have any albums out or CDs or?
Yeah, the first CD we put out is out right now called Just Like Magic. It was released in May this year.
All right, cool. And we'll play some of your music. We'll talk about how to get your music and stuff like that, where you can find it and things like that.
Crank it up.
Yeah.
We will, man. It is a Thursday, man. Yeah, I want to do some shrooms, man. They're going to legalize them in Denver. I think I'm going to move to Denver so I can shroom for free. All right, or shroom, not for free. Probably cost me. Back in the day, a gram of shrooms was $7.50.
What's it now?
Well, how do I know? I haven't done shrooms in 30 years. I like to know. Anybody shrooming right now? Tell me how much a gram is. All right, we'll be back after this.
Controlled chaos only works if all the little cogs mesh. 10:50 a.m. KCAA.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me? Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here. Yeah? All right, I'm holding you. Call, get the marshal. Get the marshal. We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's wrong. Get the marshal right now? We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are going to ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose? I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
If you're on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Laugh every now and then. All right. It is Controlled Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver, here with the Thrill Seeker. I was always freaked out about, all these freaks like picking you up and doing weird things to you and stuff like that. You might like that, Joaquin.
I was the driver.
I know you. I'm Godzuki.
I'm Godzuki.
Come over here. What's your name? I'm Godzuki. Can I get out of your car, please? Can I get out right now, please? Anyway, so we used to walk over there to the Crest. It was called the Crest back then. Yeah. No bands at the place, but there used to be a bikini bar right across the street from there. So it was like cool. So we'd go down there and we'd be loaded already, and then we'd go to the Crest, and then we'd go to the bikini bar, and then we go back to the Crest, and then we go back to the bikini bar because once the Crest closed at 2, the bikini bar, it was a sports bar, kept on going until 3, but they shut that down about 3 years ago because some chick lit another girl on fire there. Literally.
That sounds hot.
I wish I could have been there. It was on fire. All right. So what kind of, where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Orange County. I grew up
the Orange Curtain, huh?
Orange Curtain, Anaheim. Then I moved to Huntington Beach, surfed out there.
Right on. How about you, Craig?
I'm originally born in Los Angeles, but grew up in San Diego.
All right, cool.
And I came with a caravan down to the border last month.
The Spanish caravan?
Yeah. I came from El Salvador.
Speaking of that, before we get to your music, you guys were talking about Trump, right, where you got in the elevator and you said, you see what happened with Trump. I mean, I talk about Trump. I try not to talk about Trump, but it's hard not to talk about Trump because this is total psychosis what's going on. People are not working because Trump wants to build a wall, and he's holding federal workers at hostage, I believe. He actually said something like, or they put out a thing on the Coast Guard saying, well, hey, if you want to supplement your income, why don't you babysit or have a garage sale or something like that? Why don't you just go sit on a street corner and hold a sign, hey, I'm a federal worker, I need money. I guarantee you everybody would start, you probably get more money, make more money than you normally make in a day working for the federal government.
Ooh, you just gave me an idea.
I'm telling you, I'm not joking about that. So you're a federal worker?
Well, I'm a contractor, and we're affected. I just found out a few days ago we're pre-funded, so I'm not going to get laid off. But
how you get pre-funded? What do you mean pre-funded? I mean they already
the budgets were put out, and they just sent me an email saying, "Hey, you're."
So they already gave you money.
Yeah.
So they already gave your company your
yeah, so I'm going to get paychecks. But last year's shutdown, I was going to be affected if it went past 3 weeks. They were going to lay us off. So
wow, that's crazy, man. I mean, how do you feel about this? What do you, everybody's opinion, personal opinion. Craig, how do you feel about Trump? Just tell, because I have friends that voted for him. I didn't vote for either one of these people, Clinton or.
I didn't vote for him, but have you Googled his accomplishments so far?
Oh, please. What? Oh, because of the economy's doing well, unemployment's low.
Well, isn't that the idea?
Yeah, it is.
Well, then he's doing his job.
Okay, you want a racist in the Oval Office?
How is he a racist?
Oh, please. Okay, we won't get into it. All right,
no, but no, I will say this because it has to be addressed.
There were some. I'll tell you something. There were some in that Charleston thing. There were some good KKK guys out there. There were some good people on both sides there. Hail Trump!
Yeah, they're sensationalizing the whole thing.
Oh, they're sensationalizing.
Well, that's like that would be like all the blacks going, hail Obama, or something into that.
They
nature.
didn't do that.
Huh?
They didn't. The black people didn't
hail
Obama.
Did.
Not everybody did. Jacob Jones hated Obama. My radio partner.
But when he first came in office, it was just like it was for.
Well, I liked Obama when he first came into office. I mean, the problem with Obama is that he screwed up. I mean, he did fix the economy. The economy was going down the tank. If you remember, we almost went into a depression. He got jobs. He got the economy restarted. But where he made the mistake, instead of getting, going and going in that direction with the jobs and the economy and stuff like that, he went and tried to get his health care plan through, and he gave the Republicans an out, okay? And that's why, and ever since that, I mean, this is where the chaos has become. This is since 2009, 2010. This is why the country is so divided, because if he would have just stuck with the jobs and things like that and getting the economy going, like
but he's
Trump,
a Democrat. That's not going to happen.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
He thought he was going to try to get health care. I mean, he was trying to do something. He was trying to do something good for the American people, and it backfired.
I'm going to start a side band. I'm going to call it the Gay Democrats.
Why you gay? Why you gay? The gay Democrats. Huh?
Gay Democrats.
All right. Well, I'm not a Democrat or Republican.
I'm a former Democrat, so I went the other way.
I'm not gonna say what's right or wrong or anything, but I will say this: just Google the accomplishments of this president, the president before.
Stop banging on my table because it's not conducive to radio.
And then you decide.
Okay, I will. All right. I mean, listen. Trump's done some good stuff.
There's 300
and if you just shut up and stop tweeting, stop acting like a little baby. I mean, let's put it this way. He's a baby. He's a big baby. He's a big orange baby. Okay, if he's holding these people hostage. He's holding these federal workers hostage. With the border thing. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's a national emergency. No, it is not. This has been going on for years and years and years. Okay, it needs to be fixed. I agree. Everybody agrees it needs to be fixed. But to build a wall, do you think a wall is going to really help out this thing? Do you think it's actually going to stop people from crossing in illegally?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're delusional, dude.
Well, it's going to be a lot harder for them to do so the way it is now.
You're delusional, man. You're delusional.
But it will help.
It will not. Yeah. Listen, you think it will? You think it will help, huh?
Yeah. They won't throw rocks.
What?
They won't be able to reach the rocks of 30-foot wall.
Oh, really? But you know what? I guarantee you the Border Patrol agents will be able to go down and hit them with tear gas, right? It'll be a lot easier for them to spray them with tear gas,
They're trying
right?
not to do that.
They're trying not to do that.
That's why they want to
build the wall. What was it on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve? They're tear gassing these illegal immigrants. Yeah, you know what? The illegal immigration. Hey, listen, the illegal immigration problem is terrible. It's out of control. I agree 1,000% with that. But there's got to be a different way of doing it, like a humanitarian way to doing it.
Do you know how hard it is to get into Canada?
I don't want to go to Canada. They're a bunch of weirdos. I married a Canadian. I don't want to ever bring that again.
No, but I just want to prove a point here. It's so hard. It's harder to get into Canada than it is to get into Japan. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, I do, because I've been to both places multiple times, and every time I go to Canada, I have to pay $350 a day to be there.
So what does that have to do with what's going on with Mexico and the south of the border?
I don't see planes being flown into Canadian buildings.
You don't?
No. When's the last time that happened there?
Well, yeah, so you're saying the Mexican immigrants, the illegal immigrants, flew the planes into the World Trade Center? I thought it was the Saudi Arabians.
It was a Saudi Arabian. It was.
How can you equate that to that? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Let's play some of your music. I don't want to get into this.
You know what I'm going to get into.
No, this is ridiculous. You sound like Trump. Okay, I mean, listen, Trump's done some good work. I agree. He's done some really good things. He's done some great things, okay? But his rhetoric and his stupidity and his mouth, his tweets are stupid, man. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Our president, he has brought the presidency down to a level that I've never seen in my entire lifetime.
I will give you that.
Thank you.
The guy does not. He's not.
He has no couth. He has no compassion.
But he's not a politician. He never ran that way.
Well, guess what? You know what?
He's a common citizen.
Yeah, guess what? He's acting like one. He's acting like a fool.
I agree.
Yeah, he's acting like a fool, man. I mean,
he reminds me of my dad sometimes.
Hey, when the guy says, "Oh, I can relate to you," when he says to these federal workers who are laid off, and luckily you aren't, because maybe you might have a change of opinion. Yeah. If you didn't have a paycheck for about a month or two, you might have a little different opinion on them. Okay, hold on, just 1 second. Right. Okay, when he says that he can relate to these people, I can relate to these federal workers that are laid off and stuff like that. When can that guy relate to anything? He cries about, I only got $1 million from my daddy to start my business. I mean, give me a break. That's what he says. He can relate to these guys, and he's only got $1 million to start his business. Oh, my dad only gave me $1 million bucks. Mm-hmm. Did your dad give you $1 million?
No, he gave me 2.
No, he gave you 2 million. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Okay, all right. Anyways, let's play your music. All right, so we're gonna play Hot. What's this song about, Hot?
Yeah, it was one of the first.
Caliente.
Okay, you know what? Whatever.
Hot on fire.
All right, that's the Thrill Seekers called Hot. Where can people get your guys' music?
Right now, we're up on cdbaby.com and iTunes, Spotify.
Cool. Right on. And we were talking while the song was playing. Craig, you say you go down to Tijuana and play music down there?
I do. Yeah. I go down there all the time. I'm in a couple of bands down there. So
there's a music scene down there.
Oh, there's a great music scene down there that the world has yet to discover. I mean, I was totally blown away to discover it myself. But yes, the music scene in Tijuana is on fire.
Do they pay in pesos?
They do. You know, that's the thing though, is they actually do pay. I had to go to Tijuana to get paid.
That's crazy. Well, that's cool. Now, how's the scene down there? Because there's a lot of people won't go down to Tijuana. I used to love going down to Tijuana and just hanging out because I think it's just a really cool place to go and hang out and stuff like that.
It's such a cool town. I love it. It's one of my favorite cities in the world.
How is it down there now?
Well, I mean, with everything going on, there's definitely there's a lot of issues in the city.
Tension?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's sad. That's sad because when I used to go down there, like maybe 15, 20 years ago, I mean, it was just fun to go hang out, and nobody thought about anything.
Right,
It was just go out there and party, and maybe catch a bullfight every now and then. Or
donkey show.
The donkey show. The famous donkey shows.
The people down there.
I think I saw you in one of those.
But there's a lot of tension. But people there, the Mexican people, they're really smart. And they get it, and they're very real. And so,
are they afraid of what's going on here in America at all?
No, I wouldn't say they're afraid.
No,
the Mexican people are tough, and they're smart, and they've been through enough. So I don't think anything scares them.
And that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, why? These people are going through long treks and stuff like that. They're trying to get away from, oppression and, getting, beaten up, raped, whatever it is, trying to make a better life for their children. There has to be a way that we can figure this out where it's not just such hatred towards our fellow man. I mean, it's ridiculous. And you saying that Tijuana is tough and the people are smart. And so I dig that. It is true. And we got to figure something out here, man.
Yeah, it's a really great city down there, seriously. And the music scene is awesome. I mean, down there, you can count on people coming out to a show and a great crowd. I mean, you have no problem filling a club. People are really into music down there, live music.
Right on.
And it's just a really rich music scene down there. I feel very fortunate to have been able to play so many shows down there over the past 5 years.
Well, when I get my passport, because you need a passport, you used to be able to just use your driver's license, but now you need a passport.
You need a passport for sure. Yeah, you got to have all that on you.
Yeah, I got to renew mine. But that's good. That's good news, man. See, so there is some positive stuff going on down south of the border.
Absolutely.
That's good news. That's what we need. We need more.
See?
What do you, Mr. Trump head? See, senor. See, senor.
Down today.
Never mind.
It is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here with the Thrill Seekers, Dave Gasper, Craig Penny, and Joaquin Revuelta. And we were talking about maybe doing a show down at the border.
Yeah, we've got to do it, man. It would be so cool.
Go.
It would be so cool. It's a great time to do it.
I'll have to get my passport, but you were saying that you can actually get a 2-week passport?
You can. Like if you enter Tijuana, for example, to go into Tijuana, you need a passport now as well, not just to get back into the United States.
Right. But they issue a 2-week passport so you can go in and out.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
You can go in, but you can't come out. Donald Trump, I don't care if you're a white man or not.
California.
I'm a Jew. Even if you're a Jew, especially if you're a Jew, you're not coming back. No Jews back in LA. No, we have too many of them already. All right. So.
But they don't advertise it. But if you forgot your passport, for example, a lot of times they'll just take your picture.
Okay, that's cool.
Right there and give you a temporary.
Who knew what was going on? Yeah, I'd love to. Maybe we'll get a show together. Yeah, I'd love to do a show maybe in about a month or so. You're playing down there. You let me. Maybe we'll do a special broadcast
from south of the border.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be so cool. That'd be a great time.
I'm gonna wear my Donald Trump mask. Yeah.
It'd be great to show everybody, you know, what's going on down there in the music scene too.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that'd be
because
cool.
It's like the next Seattle or something. Is kind of the way I see it. Sometimes.
Really?
I mean, there's some there's some bands down there that could be huge bands.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
all right,
so
definitely, we'll do it, Craig. We'll definitely do it.
Cool.
That's Joaquin. We'll all go down there. Dave, you want to come down there too?
Sure.
We'll all go down there and hang out south of the border, and go, I'd love it. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
all right,
be a good time.
That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's play another song of yours. This is the Thrill Seekers. It's "Look of Lust." I guess since the other song was called "Hot," it was about heat. I guess "Look of Lust" is about lust and sex.
Yeah, I actually wrote it in Vegas. But I was at a strip joint. The words just
there you
mind,
go.
man.
You know?
What was her name that you wrote it about? What was her name? Bambi?
I don't know.
Candy, Crystal.
Probably after a lap dance. I don't know.
Crystal meth, you mean? Because when you go to those strip clubs in Vegas, when you get out, it's usually light, right? It's usually light. You're like, wow, man, it's light outside.
6 in the morning.
Yeah, it's time for Jack in the Box. Okay, here we go. This is "Look of Lust" from the Thrill Seekers. All right.
Me and the boys wanna take a shot. All the girls are looking so hot. She's got the look. She's got the look.
right, the Thrill Seekers, look up Lust. And once again, where can we get your music at?
cdbaby.com, iTunes.
Have you guys thought about doing a website or anything like that?
Yeah, you can go to reverbnation.com, the Thrill Seekers band, Facebook. We're on there a lot.
Okay, cool. And where you guys are playing? You guys are playing Petey's place. What?
February 15th.
I'll be there.
Coming up. Yeah.
I'll getting drunk. I'll take Uber. That's why I have my phone here. But see, I'm a 2-phone person now. Where's my flip phone? Oh, there it is. Look at it. See. Joaquin, see?
And then we've got on March 15th, too.
March 15th with Enough's Enough. We're going to be going on right before them.
Oh, you're going to play where? The Whiskey, right?
The Whiskey A Go-Go, yeah.
Oh, cool. So that's March 15th, the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood. And then also February 15th, Petey's Place in Tarzana, my old dive bar. And by the way, Joaquin's an idiot. Besides his Trump's rhetoric, he just said, "Oh, it's my birthday! Happy birthday, dumbass!" How do you forget your birthday?
I've had a tumultuous past month.
Really, it's been bad.
Yeah, it's been really bad.
You mean 2019 hasn't started off good for you?
Not at all. No, and so I've had other things on my mind other than my birthday.
Really?
Like, how I'm going to pay rent, stuff like that.
How you going to eat, stuff like that. But it's not like you're broke, right?
Well, when the bank takes all your money away and leaves you with $100 in your pocket,
can't you just go down?
That's not good,
dude. Can't you just go down to the bank? I don't know what bank it is. No, not. Well,
get my money back.
That's one way of doing it. But I mean, can't you go down there and try to straighten this out? Just say, hey, you know what? You froze all my money. I'm a loyal customer to you.
Oh, it goes in deeper. Yeah.
That's what she said. It goes in deeper. There you go. I gotcha. Well, happy birthday, and I hope the rest of the year is better than the beginning of the year for you.
Well, thank you.
Many, many more birthdays.
Right.
All right. But I like Joaquin because we were just talking. He says, "Oh, last year I was here at your for my birthday." And I asked you how old you were, and you said you were 50. You're actually only what? You were only 47 at the time. Now you're 48.
That's right.
Why would you round your birthday off? I mean, normally if you're going to round it off, you're going to round it off to a lower number, not a higher number.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you. There's a good reason. There's a good reason.
I know the reason.
Everybody knows the higher you go, the more room there is.
Oh, really? No, I figured the same. I know why you do it because you already look young for being 47, 48, and you say you're. Oh my God, you look so good for 50. Well, I'm not really 50. I'm only 48. See, that's why you do it. You're such an a-hole. You know you do it that reason.
That's not that far off the mark.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I know how you're doing. I know how you're rolling. All right, listen. Well, happy birthday, man. I hope everything goes a lot better for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, listen, it's the Thrill Seekers here, so you guys are. What's the goal here for this year? What's your goal? Are you guys gonna tour? Are you gonna make more music, or what's the scene here?
Conquer the world.
Yeah, we're currently writing some new music. I'm going to start working with Craig on, and still trying to get hopefully some management or some way to book better shows. Like I said, we just got out the gate in June this year. So. Oh,
okay. So I mean, is it harder nowadays or is it easier? Because you guys have been in the business for a long time.
It's like the Wild West now in music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it social media? Is it like a social media thing? Do you need a good because I would think that with anything, even being a radio personality or not really radio personality, just talk on the radio, but I would think you need like social media, like everybody's like geared with this social media crap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys?
Well, yeah, Instagram's one you definitely need. We're going to start pushing with, advertising. Craig's on there all the time.
Yeah.
So with
Twitter,
pushing the band.
Get Trump on. Get Trump to listen to some of this music. He'll tweet it out for you. Your Trump supporter. Tell me your Trump supporers, and hey man, we need some.
He should just start his own record label.
You should do a song called
White House Records.
White House Records. Yeah, White Racist Records.
Trump Train Records.
You guys should do a song on the wall or something like that, or the border. The Eagles did that right on the border or something like that. They wrote an album.
Yeah.
The Pink Floyd did The Wall. Maybe you guys need to do a song for Trump. You know what I mean?
Wall.
Yeah, do a Trump song.
The bigger wall.
Okay, that wall just got 10 feet higher. Don't
exactly.
put it down.
Well, hopefully this year will bring some not so much chaos. because it seemed like last year was total chaos. Hopefully, and let's solve this problem. I mean, like Craig said, man, there's good things going on down in Tijuana, south of the border.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, people need to. It's really important that we do this show we're talking about doing, so that people can, really see what's going on down there instead of all this negativity that's,
Yeah, I'm into
put
this
on
idea.
the media all the time.
Cool.
I'd like to show.
Some positive.
Yeah, because there is so much positive going on that people need to see. And like I said, this is such a rich music scene down there.
Listen, this is the first I've heard of it, man. You think of Tijuana, you think about all the chaos that's going down there. And the Mexican...
There's so much more to it, man. It's such a beautiful town, beautiful people, great food. I mean, like I said, it's one of my favorite cities in the world. I go there all the time. I have a Century Pass. It allows me to cross in like 5 minutes at the most. It's an express lane. And I feel like I feel very lucky because I feel like I basically live in two countries at the same time.
That's awesome,
I get the
man.
best of both worlds. And it's just a lot of fun. So, yeah, let's get down there and show everybody all the good positive
Let's
things.
go shake it up.
That sounds good. Sounds good, man. Sounds like we'll do that definitely this year. We'll do it in the next month or two. Once I get my passport, we'll get this thing rolling. All right, listen, I want to thank all you guys for coming in today. Happy birthday again, Joaquin Revuelta.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and if you need like $20, maybe you should do it with the federal workers. I suggested for the federal workers.
That's what I'm saying. That's such a good idea.
Go hold a sign out. Go hold a sign on the corner
I'm a
of
federal worker.
Yeah, go off the Reseda Boulevard off ramp, and you'll off the freeway. All right, I want to thank all you guys. Thrill Seekers. We're gonna leave it out with Wicked Heart. Wicked Heart, okay? And you can check out
a good one.
Right, so Thrill Seekers, you can check them out. You can go on all the different music outlets to hear their music, and also they'll be
Richie
playing.
Rivera.
What?
I just had to say that name.
Why? Douche. God, you're so annoying at times. Okay, also, trying to give you guys a plug, and he's leaving. He's walking. He's getting up.
Sit down.
Leave. Sound like some chick I know. All right, listen. Anyways, you can check them out at the Petey's Place in Tarzana, Thrill Seekers on February 15th, and also the Whiskey A Go-Go, March 15th. The Thrill Seekers. Here's Wicked Heart. You guys have a great day. I'll see you mañana. Señores and señoritas.
But she was gone. So call me, why did you run away? I didn't catch her name. I wouldn't play her game. So I tried again, just the same. She's gotta go. One wicked heart, it was cold. Right from the start, she's gotta go. One wicked heart, it's let her go. She's got me torn apart. She always tries to tease me, makes me feel alright. Hey, oh yeah, she's such a beautiful sight. She drives me so insane. I feel I can't explain. I wanna know where's all of the love's in vain. She's gotta go. Her wicked heart, it was cold. Right from the start, she's gotta go. Her wicked heart, it's let her go. She's got me torn apart. Just when you think you won her heart, she runs away. Just when you think you lost, she comes running back to you the next day.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.